Okay, we're live.
From the four corners of the internet, you guys, welcome to Kiss Corner. I'm RT Bear. I'm one of your hosts. We have Scott Palacios, we have Kevin Conrad, and we have Taylor Grosso. Hey, guys.
Live.
Hey, what's going on?
Hi,
Glad
everybody.
to be back. Missed you guys.
Yeah, it's been a while, a minute, right? Since all three of us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, one thing is, we didn't have Kevin last time for part one of the best, or that was the worst of the merch. We're going to do the best of the merch today. This is part two. But that was like 2 weeks ago on top of that, right?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
So it's been 3 weeks since we've had Kevin.
Yes.
Yeah. It's been a while.
Kiss Corner had a brief hiatus for a while there.
My hair grew.
My hair.
I can see the image. You look spiffy. So welcome back, Kevin.
Thanks very much. I'm glad to be back. I was looking forward to this. I'm sorry I missed the worst. That was I did listen to it. It was hilarious. I thought it was great. I loved your guys' picks.
Birdhouses and toilet seats.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
Well, Kevin, your worst choices were still the top choices. So even though you weren't here, your presence was felt.
Yeah, you still stole the show with those Kiss condoms.
Kiss condoms.
Gosh, God, I've never heard somebody talk so passionately about a trash can in my entire life.
Oh my God, that thing.
The Kiss trash can.
Yeah, Kiss trash can.
We already got some drama in the chat. Ray Flulu says, the end of the road started last night. Aiden's girlfriend, in my opinion, is manipulating him into sabotaging any future collaborating with Gene. And Vinny's back to his old tricks. It's been a crazy couple weeks for Kiss.
Yoko Ono!
Yeah, Vinny canceled some dates. He had a tour scheduled. He actually pulled out. And then there's, of course, the drama, the ongoing drama with Ace. And then the wife claiming that, Gene Simmons propositioned her and that Ace had to mediate that she was going to sue and all this other. It just sounds like the same, more of the same, right? Those guys, they just never seem to get along.
Yeah, do you guys want to start with that? Because Taylor's got an article that she can read for us.
Oh, please.
Sure.
Yeah, and then we can talk about it, but everybody in the chat will then have a point of reference.
Yeah.
And by the way, me and Art are finally in the same room, so we're using the same microphone this time around. This is why you don't see my icon.
Yeah, Taylor's here, but yeah.
Oh my God, that's right. There's no icon.
We got
Every time Taylor speaks, we see Art's mug.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. This is from Rolling Stone.
Oh my God.
Founding Kiss guitarist Ace Frehley posted a scathing Facebook message to Gene Simmons on Tuesday, alleging that Simmons' statement about Frehley's alcohol abuse over the years cost him millions, and that Simmons had groped his wife. After the allegations, he included a threat, and he says, without a complete and heartfelt apology, an offer to give me my old job back and removing Tommy Thayer from the throne I created, the shit will hit the fan. No stopping it. It's on. He concluded a post with an image of him pointing at the camera with the words, the gloves are off.
Oh, God. I saw that.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
And apparently this was a response to an interview that Gene gave to Guitar World, in which Simmons says he was not sure yet if he would invite Ace and the original drummer, of course, Peter Criss, on the group's upcoming End of the Road tour. And he said, Ace and Peter have gotten 3 chances. They were in and out of the band, fired 3 times for drugs, alcohol, and bad behavior, being unprofessional, and they weren't carrying their load. So the short answer to your question is, we'd love to have Ace and Peter join us here and there. And if they don't, it's not going to be because of us.
I heard the reason Ace had the biggest problem is because Gene was saying you're fired. You guys, or that Ace was fired. And Ace claims that he quit all those times. He wasn't fired.
That's what he says.
I honestly think he took more offense to the fact that he's been sober for 12 years and Gene is still using that
Yeah.
That drug excuse, and that Ace can't do a full show. And Ace's argument is he's been touring with his own band for the last few years, doing full shows. He's got no problem doing a full show. And staying
Trunk.
So,
what's his name?
Eddie
Trunk commented that he speculates that Ace has been trying to patch things up with Kiss for the last couple years, and that he thought there was hope that he could be on that End of the Road tour as a main Kiss member. And so when Gene made that claim, that it hurt Ace because it was an absolute. You know what I mean? It was like, this isn't going to happen. You'll never be in Kiss again.
Yeah. And there was actually a lot of activity that led people to believe, like Ace showed up on when Gene Simmons did the Vault thing, Ace showed up and played on one of the appearances, and I think Peter did too. I think Peter, when he was going and doing the junkets for those vaults, the Gene Simmons vault, they both, as well as Vinnie Vincent too. I think so. It seemed like they were all one big happy family, and then Paul Stanley played and also shot a video for a song on one of Ace's records. And it looks like everybody, is getting along and everything. And then, you get down to brass tacks, I guess not. I guess not.
They were on good terms.
Yeah.
Well, I want to ask you guys, we'll do a round robin and what everybody thinks of this. Is this just normal Kiss shenanigans? Is this just them trying to get like some headlines and sell some tickets?
Kevin, I don't know. What do you think? I think it is. It's more of the same. You've heard this before. They just sling mud at each other.
Yeah. I think it's all propaganda.
Yeah.
I mean, like when Paul was the worst at it when he was promoting his book. Oh my God, all the mudslinging he was doing.
And in the book, I mean, he's the book itself, right?
Right, but I mean his interviews and video interviews and just all these things. It was like, oh my God, just please shut up.
Stop.
I mean, it was like, how bad could it be? So I think a lot of it has to do with drumming up, hey, any publicity is publicity, good or bad, and that's my point of view on this. Do I believe Ace got pissed? Yeah, I could only take so much myself. Gene constantly saying he's a drug addict, and
an alcoholic.
So that's my feeling. However, I think he was unrealistic in thinking that he would ever be part. It's not a reunion tour.
Yeah.
Well, I want to find out what Taylor says, but I want to say this first. Like, do we really want Ace on stage in that Ace Frehley in the Spaceman outfit, touring with them the way he looks right now? I don't think we really want that. Like, as a Kiss fan, I would rather see Tommy Thayer.
That's funny. It's funny that you say that, because somebody's comment, because I watched the show, opening night was last night in Vancouver for the End of the Road tour. So I watched it. Someone streamed it in its entirety. And I watched the show today. And somebody's remark was, for one, I was shocked that they were using Ace's and Peter's images on the projection. They have a lot of footage going on, older footage of them too. I'm surprised that they let them do that, but of course they own the images. Paul and Gene own the trademark, Peter and Ace. So I guess they could do whatever they want. But someone said that, it's like, is it really a good idea to show images of you in your prime, tearing it up in the condition that you're in now on stage? Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a good idea?
Yeah.
Well, let's find out. Taylor, you didn't chime in. How do you think this is just propaganda? Do you think this is BS?
I think what they should do, which would be like really cool if it was propaganda, is Ace should team up with Peter and they should start their own tour separately, so we can have two dueling tours.
They did
two split members of Kiss on each side.
I like that.
At one point, they did something called the Bad Boys tour, and it was Ace and Peter. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was two separate bands, though.
Oh, was it really?
It was Peter's band and it was Ace's band. You
And
know,
did they ever play together? Because I never saw them.
No, they toured together, but Peter's band played first, and Ace's band played after.
I thought
But
they were
they didn't
actually
open.
together. Oh no, they
No.
didn't
They
open
didn't
for
open for
Kiss.
Kiss, right?
No. But they did do a couple songs together. You know, like Peter would come up on stage with Ace afterwards. And,
Okay.
I distinctly remember them doing Strange Ways.
Taylor, your idea is that they would tour with Kiss, right?
Yeah, they have to be with Kiss.
Can you imagine?
But separate but together.
That'd be a disaster.
The stage isn't big enough for all of them.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh my Lord.
I was
I don't
surprised.
know. I think the stage they have now. Did you see the size of that
It's
thing?
massive.
God.
It's like a
football field.
It is. It's huge. And then I was telling Art, I don't know why I always think of you when I think of the stick stage where the piano rises up during Lady, but now the piano comes out of the stage, I think, and Eric actually plays piano on Beth. And it reminded me of
he sits behind a piano.
Yeah.
He sits behind it.
Oh, I know. It looks like he was playing. The angle that I saw, it actually looks like he's playing.
Yeah,
I don't know that he is. There's a ton of tracks going on. There's strings and orchestration, and where's this choir coming from? And you know.
Yeah, but does Eric have a Miss Piggy on his hand like
that would be awesome.
Like Dynasty Young did when he sang Lady?
Oh, that would be awesome.
Did you ever see that?
No, I remember you telling me about it. I thought that sounds cool. The piano, the raising, it levitated, right? Or wasn't it on like a platform?
Yeah, all I remember is him singing Lady to a Miss Piggy puppet.
Miss Piggy.
It was on his own hand.
That's great. But so this thing kicked off, and who knows?
I have to see that with Scott. What you saw last night. I mean, if you have the title of that or the link to that, I mean, hopefully it's still up. I'd like to watch that.
Oh yeah, I just punched in on YouTube 2019 and all kinds of people shot, but this one guy streamed the whole thing.
Wow.
It was the whole thing. Yeah.
How did Paul sound?
Not great. I don't think they sounded that great, and the set list was surprising. I just thought that they were really gonna delve back to some stuff off of of course the Dress to Kill first 3 records, Destroy, but it's pretty much the same set list that they've been doing over the last several tours. Psycho Circus, War Machine, Hide Your Heart, of course I Love It Loud. Nothing really that surprising that they pulled out. I thought there'd be like Flaming Youth in there, something, maybe Sweet Pain. I'm just spitballing, but nothing really out of the ordinary.
I feel like those people that they kind of live stream or record the full concerts, I simultaneously hate and appreciate them. Because you get at concerts, it's always obnoxious to see somebody filming the whole thing, but some people get some really good footage.
And it's a good angle. Like this guy, I mean, it's really not bad.
That's kind of a mixed thing, because I remember I was behind some guy at some show, and he was getting the great shots because they can zoom in with the camera. Yeah. So I was just watching the show through his camera. I'm like, it's like having binoculars on.
Yeah, perfect.
Hey, do we have a hard 4, you guys?
I was supposed to, because I had a prior commitment, but I can push it a little bit.
Okay, because I don't know if we should push forward with the topic or just keep talking about Kiss's first night. So I'm going to let it be up to you guys, because Taylor and I have time.
Here's what I think. You tell me what you think, guys. If we can all watch that, see if we can find and watch as much of this as we can, and then maybe do a show on the new tour.
That'd be great.
We might be able to with this new setup, actually, because I was thinking if we could play it like through the speakers to hear the sound, and then because we can use screen share, we might actually be able to do it.
Well, the whole thing, I think the problem is YouTube might ding us, right?
Yeah, they might put us.
Oh, right.
But at the very least, we could all see what we see on our own time, and then have a a discussion about
I
it.
think you can see it. You can watch it. So maybe we could watch it. You just can't hear it.
Yeah, we could, because we could even watch it now if we wanted to. We just wouldn't have the sound on because they would totally catch us.
Yeah, YouTube is more sensitive to the sound than the image.
Good Lord.
But we could, or I mean, we can have that as a discussion for the next show. Maybe
Next show. I think next show. Let's watch. Yeah, let's watch the footage and let's see what everybody thinks.
what everybody's thoughts are on their opening.
Yeah, it's a great idea, Kevin.
All right, Kevin.
All right. Just figured out our next show.
Loud. I got to hear it loud.
Got to hear that. That's it.
Right between the eyes.
So,
oh man, you guys, this aside, this little tangent here, but we've been listening to Wicked Lester here in the studio. Holy crap, man!
Do you not like it? Do you not like it?
I just don't know what that is. Like that is
such a blend.
Very little kiss in that DNA there.
Yeah, right.
Other than the vocal, yeah, I guess not. I like some of the stuff I really liked.
They seem like what band did I say? It's like that drug band with the pot. What are
the Doobie Brothers?
The Doobie Brothers.
Oh my God, very. Yeah.
They have a horn section. They have a flute playing.
Keep me waiting. Yeah.
But you know what's cool is actually, I was wondering how this happened, and maybe you guys can answer it. Why is Paul Stanley singing lead? I actually like Gene Simmons' voice better.
Better? Do you really?
Yeah.
I like his voice better as well.
I've always liked Paul Stanley's voice. In the early days, I always did.
No, you don't.
No, I really do. Even up
That's
until Unmasked, I think.
Kevin.
And then it changed at some point.
Okay, Kevin, separate yourself from Paul Stanley, the Kiss member, and just his voice. Where do you chime in?
On Paul Stanley's voice?
Yes.
Or does he have the best voice in the band?
Oh, he had the best voice in the band. Had. Yes, absolutely, he did. Yeah, I mean,
I feel like I'm the only one then.
No, but you're a Peter. You've always been partial to Peter's voice.
Anybody's voice other than Paul.
You've always said that you thought that if they'd had him sing more, that
even
and it's a great voice.
I'd actually rather listen to Ace Frehley sing.
That too, that lazy. I mean, that's a very identifiable rock and roll voice. Ace Frehley's lazy little,
The only thing that Paul has is like his credibility is as a front man, he presents himself better because he actually has that kind of energy to his voice that Paul or Gene doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch Paul Stanley One Live Kiss, the live show with the Rockstar Supernova band.
Great.
I think his voice is far and away the best I've ever heard him on that, and I don't think there's any overdubs on that.
I saw that too. I thought he was amazing. I thought he sounded incredible.
Yes.
Ray Thulu in the chat says, personally, I think Paul sounded best on Unplugged. It really showed what he could do.
He did sound good on Unplugged.
He sounded great on that.
He did. That's true.
And then play that. Is there anyone out there is high or whatever?
We got some law officers here.
Those rants.
Oh my God.
We could do a whole show just on those.
Just rants. Yeah.
Hey, just since we're on tangents and side notes, I've been really listening to Psycho Circus, and is it going to be bad if I say I'm really starting to like that album?
It's a good record.
There's some good songs.
There is some good stuff on there. I thought Within's great. That's a powerful tune. Into the Void's great. That's a good tune. The title track is powerful.
Yeah, the title track is great. Journey of a Thousand Years.
Journey of a Thousand Years, yeah. I mean, there's some really good stuff on there.
Yeah, and I think I like it. It's maybe I don't have a problem with Paul's voice, just the saturation of song after track after track.
Yeah.
So I think that album's pretty cool because there are 4 different voices on that album. And Paul does, or Gene does a lot of vocals on that album.
Yeah.
He does, for sure.
Yeah, he does.
It's a great.
I like it.
It's very well produced.
Yeah,
Powerful. I think it was.
You wanted the best.
Yeah, you got the best. You wanted the best.
That's a guilty pleasure on that album, you guys.
Yeah.
I really like that song.
I pledge allegiance to the state of rock and roll. I mean, come on.
It's weird because
What do you?
Is it the Motley Crue album, The Saints of Los Angeles, where it's like self-referential?
Oh yeah,
they do. Like the Circus because a lot of it's self-referential, and I actually like that.
But they can do that. They're iconic. Like they reference themselves. Like they can. There's a band that can do that.
Doesn't Ace have a song where he sings about himself?
Well, Into the Void. Yeah. Oh, Ace is back. That's right. Without an ace in his deck. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Ace is back or something.
And I told you so. Yeah, Rock Soldier. Yeah.
We actually played that in the band.
And it's just him. Yeah. Ace is back, and I told you so.
Oh, I just had a thought from earlier, and I'm going to go back to it. Is you know how we were talking about Kiss has like controversy and stuff? The four of us got to start digging up dirt on each other so we can sell the show. Kevin groped me once at a con.
Thing about that whole blow up where Ace just threw in like you were a jerk and insulted me, and also you groped my wife one time. Like, where did that come from?
And you groped my wife. Yeah, he just starts thinking of things.
Recently? Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, that's usually the sign of somebody that doesn't have a strong argument when they start pouring a bunch of other crap on there. Remember that time you wouldn't let me borrow your gum?
Yeah. You ate all the cereal or the toilet seat up on the bus.
You didn't put the seat up, or you didn't put the lid back on the toilet.
Yeah, exactly.
The toothpaste.
You bastard.
Well, you guys want to get on to the topic?
I do.
All right.
Okay.
Go.
Yeah, it's that. Yeah.
You're
gonna
go.
And then, what did you click on me?
Oh wait, I gotta click.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay, now click off. Yeah,
there we go.
All right.
Go.
Who wants to start this crazy journey? We should get Kevin since he wasn't here last time.
Well, last time the way we did it was we clicked around and then people claimed theirs.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it that way then. So whose is this then?
That's one of mine.
I don't know why it didn't show up. Is that the Hawk? Is that the motorcycle?
It is.
Okay, I can see it tiny, but funny thing, I worked at Honda in the early 90s in Torrance briefly, and the guy that handled all the advertising was this guy Sam Saloma, and he had like the proofs and some of the negatives from that shoot.
So was it real?
No, it's real.
Because if anybody listening doesn't know, the controversy of the Kissmobile, aka the Honda Hawk that was the Kissmobile, it's debatable whether it ever went into production aside from this photo shoot.
That's kind of it. It's just the photo shoot, but I mean, it was a real thing. I mean, he archived all the advertising stuff, and I asked him about it. I asked because I'm a big Kiss guy, and he actually found some of the material, like some of the stuff.
Well, what year was this?
That's actually around. I think they're wearing. I can barely see it. That's the Destroyer outfits, I think, isn't it?
I believe so.
So no Ace and Peter then.
No, it is.
It's like Love Gun. That's a Love Gun.
Oh, is it? Is it really?
Gene
I don't know why it
looks like Love Gun from.
Well, apparently a rumor persisted that the actual bike in the shoot ended up belonging to Cher later. That Gene gave it to Cher as a gift.
Okay, why is this motorcycle so special? It just has Kiss painted on it.
It wasn't.
It was meant to go to production, but it never happened.
Yeah, and they just called it the Hawk. I don't even know. Yeah.
So wait, this motorcycle never went into production? It was never sold?
There was only one in existence, I believe, which was the one that was in that photo shoot. And I got a picture of it on the next tab over. I believe this is the one. There it is.
Is that it?
I believe so. This is the only one that people were like citing as being real.
I guess it's cool enough for the 70s. Is that right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, thought that one point I thought I'd seen shots of that with Paul wearing like the bolero jacket. Maybe I could be wrong, Kevin. I don't know. Maybe you've seen.
I don't.
No, that's not the
remember.
same bike. This bike is cooler. It's got different front rims on it. This is a spoke rim.
Okay.
This looks more contemporary. The core of the bike looks the same. It just doesn't. It has different. Maybe somebody jerry-rigged this one.
Yeah, this might be like a fan reproduction or
right.
You know, Scott, you're right. That photo, he actually is wearing that bolero. But
okay, so those are the ones that I've seen. Yeah.
Yeah, and it doesn't really, and he's wearing like these black and white pants, like these tights with his Love Gun boots.
And those were like the shoots that he did for the solo album, if I remember.
Yeah. But yeah, Gene's definitely wearing the Love Gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good God. So whose is that? Whose choice was that for best?
That's one of mine.
Is that one of yours?
I like the rumor that it belongs to Cher.
Oh, there you go. The kiss mysticism. Yeah.
It was owned by it just like in her garage, just like covered with the sheets.
Given to Lon Chaney, or like weird, there's just all this. I heard that, Vincent Price bought it at an auction.
We gotta start rumors like this.
Exactly. You gotta start rumors. Exactly.
To a car, a prototype of some show.
This is
the Kid Corner vehicle.
Frank Frazetta bought it at a silent auction.
No, Gene wasted it on Cher.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so who had this? The Kistery book.
That was mine.
I love that.
Yeah, unless somebody else had it as well.
No,
Kevin.
That's a great book. Actually, I was just looking at it.
That is just an amazing piece of upon history right there. I mean,
it is.
I know they had a volume 2 and I believe volume 3, which I don't have either of.
I just have the one.
Yeah, but it's just an incredible book.
It is.
The quality,
isn't it? It's done so well, right?
Yeah, and if you're lucky enough, you got their autograph on a.
I have all 4. Yeah,
I
did.
I don't have their autographs on.
I did. I have.
Did they sell the autographs separately?
It was supposed to come with at least one of them autographing that vellum, and mine came with the vellum was clear. I didn't have one when I ordered it. I was pissed.
I ordered it right away, and I got all 4. Yeah, all 4 of their autographs on it. But it's just a beautiful documentation of their career. It really is.
Scott's a bigger fan than Kevin.
No, I don't know. I just
you got the signatures, man.
But it's a beautiful. It's just, if you have that, it's really. I just pull it out. I mean, even Tia, my girlfriend, just goes, "Don't you ever get tired of looking at it?" And I actually don't.
Yeah,
it's just so.
Is it a coffee table book? Is there?
It's huge. Yeah, it's a coffee table book. Yeah,
and it comes. It looks like 2 books there, but it comes with a hardbound slipcover.
Yeah,
to protect it too. So it's
gorgeous.
It's basically like a collection of like their stage photos, behind the scenes stuff, like high quality photos.
Private, like a lot of private photos. Of their own, and it's great.
Is there any Wicked Lester in there?
You know what? Kevin, there is. Yeah, there's some pictures.
Yeah, there is. Yeah. And this is probably one of the first times for me anyway, where you actually read about, like, say, other people on the records that playing on the records and stuff like that. Where they actually at least fessed up to it.
Yeah.
So
I've also heard that some of the choreography and the moves and the way they presented their live act was actually somebody else helping them as well.
Sean
Delaney.
Yeah, he was a big part of that. Yeah.
Ray Thulu says, "Oh my God, how have I never known about a KISS motorcycle?"
See, there you go.
It's
one of a kind.
It's a hidden one. It wasn't in production.
It was a one of a kind.
Don't worry, Ray. It's just a Honda.
Yeah. It's not even a Harley. It's a Honda. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Okay, let's get rid of this one.
Ooh,
trading cards. Who's got this one?
You had to. I have some. I don't know. Whose is that? Whose is that?
That's me.
Did you? Do you have them? Do you have?
Yeah, I don't still have them, but I did have them in the day.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Look on the what's that left trading card? That is not Ace Frehley. So these are not the original set of trading cards.
No.
What? That's not Ace.
What? That looks like Ace.
Oh,
That is
I'm on
not-
the right side. Yeah, some of they're mixed
Oh.
in with that's Tommy Thayer there. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah.
Cool.
See?
Yeah, these aren't the 70s one. Did we have any others?
Hey.
I think this is the only image of the cards.
I do have that
Wait.
set, that 70 sets.
Yeah,
So
that's the one I'm mainly referencing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait.
I probably had to buy, I don't know, a couple hundred packs of bubble gum to get the entire set.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bubble gum that cracks your teeth.
Oh my God, yeah.
You know what? When you look at this, though, that main image, like the 1776 image,
Oh yeah.
you realize that Kiss did not miss one photo op, one licensing opportunity. You know how like you guys have probably been at this in your life where you go, somebody presents you with this deal, somebody presents you with this opportunity, and then you pick and choose, right? It almost seems like Kiss never said no.
Do it. Just do
No.
it. Bill a coin. Do it. Do it.
Yeah, we'll just do it. Yeah, whatever. We'll just do it.
Yeah.
They made it work.
Get a flag, get a little snare drum. Let's do this.
Yeah, let's do this right now. Come on, let's go.
They threw a rock at Peter's head, and then they took the picture.
Yeah. They actually threw a rock at his head.
Well, that's the whole.
Go.
You ever see that, Taylor? It's the 1776. There's the guy with the flute. There's a guy with the snare drum. The guy with the flag. So they're basically redoing the kind of 1776 idea. And so then the one guy with the snare drum, I think, had the
little rapping.
Yeah, his head, because it was after the war. They were like celebrating after the freedom.
Come on, Taylor, didn't you know that?
I know. I forgot my art history.
Come on, that's Kiss on the USO tour or whatever, or whatever it's called now with all these bands.
No one's holding a flute. I got thrown up.
Hey Taylor, did you hear that? Like the spitting of the fire wasn't even Gene's idea.
Well, I heard that it was like they had brought in either Bill or somebody suggested that they do all these effects. And they brought in fire breathers to teach Gene. And I remember like one of the best stories. I can't remember if it was in Peter's book or if it was in Paul's. But I guess like Gene was practicing and he was like all night I could hear him like hacking, like choking. Because you're pretty much swallowing like that kerosene or whatever.
I heard that he did swallow at one show. He finished the show and then had his stomach pumped or something.
He said he could hear him all night.
Okay, let's go to the next one. All right. This was one of mine, but who else had this?
I did too. I think the original comic books is priceless. If you know.
Classic. Was it magazine size?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The first one, I just looked at it over and over because it's so personified just who they were. Like just like superheroes. They could do all these incredible things. It was perfect. I remember I bought it. I don't know why, I forget. As a kid, I went to Iowa with my grandma to see her sister or something, and I bought it there. I bought it there at a they had like a little mom and pop record store. And I was wow, look at this thing.
And this is the one that was printed in real Kiss blood, right?
Exactly.
Peter, Ace's pose is absolutely hilarious on this cover.
He's playing an imaginary keyboard. It doesn't. I always thought Paul looked like with those two fingers, like how you whistle with the two fingers, like
it kind of does, right?
Like it looks like he's just about ready to just like
and Gene looks like he's going to kick Paul in the face.
But there it is.
Or just crotch attack Peter.
All right. Well, I gotta ask because I'm talking to 3 comic book people. I mean, is the artwork any good in those? I don't know.
Yes, it was John Buscema for the first for the first issue, and the second issue was John Romita Jr.
Didn't Ross Andrew do some?
No, not to my recollection. No.
I got to ask you, Kevin. It says $1.50 on the cover, but there's a UPC box in the lower left-hand corner. I don't believe they had those UPC in the 70s.
I don't think so either.
Is this a reissue or
That's a
something?
good find, man. I don't know that there was.
I don't think mine had one on there. Yeah,
I don't recall.
Maybe a reissue.
it's weird. And then I heard
Maybe it is a reissue.
somebody talking, and they were saying the news report, even though Stan Lee was there, because they did this whole news junket when those guys were pouring blood. They were at the printers and stuff.
In New York, yeah.
Yeah, and the thing is, they kept saying a coin printing. They never mentioned Marvel in the whole news article, but there's Stan Lee in the shots. It was really odd.
That's where they're on top of the bus, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blood drive bus or whatever it was.
Yeah. And then they show them go into the printing factory, and then they're actually pouring the blood in and everything.
Yeah, in upstate New York, yeah.
I thought that was weird too, that they didn't say Marvel in the article.
Huh.
So somebody wasn't doing their homework.
Somebody wasn't.
So Kevin, did you have this one as well?
Oh yeah, I had it. I had the second issue too.
The second one too, yeah, with the statue.
Yeah. I meant, did you pick this one for the show?
Oh, sorry. No, I did not. No.
Okay, so Scott did. I did.
I did. Yeah.
I don't believe I did.
Okay. Let's go on to the next.
Oh, yeah.
Patches.
Patches were the king. I should have put that 2 patches and belt buckles and all that.
Ooh, belt buckles.
Chains. Yeah, I had the rainbow tape belt buckle. I wish I still did.
I have that patch.
Do you really?
Original. Seriously, I have it. It's in my stackable drawers next to my drafting table.
Oh,
God.
1976, 77.
Are you serious?
It's that old. It's just
Oh, God.
Yeah.
There are many, many reproductions and many fan-made ones that are even of some are really high quality, the fan-made ones, but the original are worth the most.
Oh,
I don't
God.
even know how much that would be worth, but I do. It's sitting in my drawer. I could pull it out.
Did those come with the KISS Army when you send away? Is that one of the things that you get when you sign up for the KISS Army?
I honestly don't remember where I got it. That might have been the case.
Wow.
Where it came from.
I think they said that they come with the patch, yeah.
And if you sign up for the KISS Army now, you still get you get the modern version, which is pretty much the same.
Okay.
It's a little bit changed. I think that the army is in gold or something, but
Okay.
and this was on my list.
Is anybody still a current KISS Army member?
I mean, I never discontinued.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Once you join, you're a member for life.
For life. Right?
If you join, you get exclusive concert offers and merchandise.
Yeah.
So wait a minute, Kevin, you still get you still get
Yeah,
news?
do you get stuff, Kevin?
No,
I don't either. I haven't forever. Yeah.
No.
So you guys
then,
weren't honest. Now I'm disappointed. That would have been awesome. 30 years and you're still getting KISS stuff from the Army. Yeah.
You're still getting the ordering thing for the little chains and stuff 30 years later.
Yeah.
Kevin's got his KISS necklace.
Little tattoos that you put in the water the little fake tattoos and
That's a good choice, Taylor.
Good one.
Yeah.
I think that was on your list too.
Okay, so let's go.
And then we got.
Oh man, who came up with this one?
I did. I loved that thing.
How do you know these things, Scott?
I got that thing for Christmas one year. that year, and I gotta tell you, I don't even know how I just played it over and over. Me and this kid Tom that lived up the street, over and over, and we would go, oh man, it would be so cool, because it was like you were supposed to be on tour, and that's how you moved around the board. But it was so cool. You go, oh man, that'd be so cool to see them somewhere else. I didn't even know where Toronto was, but I'd get Toronto the card, and I go, oh, that'd be so awesome to be able to see them in Toronto or Cleveland or somewhere else other than LA. And I just thought that game was the coolest thing.
Did they have Simmons dollars? A publishing company was called Simmons
with the money bag, with the little money bag, right?
It almost looks like a money bag on that green dollar bill or whatever that is.
It was cool, and I don't even remember what the pieces actually looked like.
They're in the shot. They're just like, they look like sorry players, like the yellow, blue, green, and red.
Okay.
Those aren't even the Kiss colors. They should have the Kiss colors, right?
No.
Well,
there should be a purple in
there. Yeah, purple. Yeah.
But I loved it. I loved it. Did anybody else have that? Did anybody?
I did not have that. No.
I loved it.
That's the first I've seen this, actually.
The Kiss. Oh man.
I had never heard about this until you talked about it.
Oh my God.
So Scott actually went on tour with Kiss.
It was like being that's what you're like supposed to be on tour, and then there was stupid things like Monopoly. You get set, the bus breaks down in whatever in Ohio. Go back, it was of course not even as a kid. What does that? What does that mean? They all ride on a bus? Not even
And then you're like, I'm like Kiss. I ride a bus every day to school.
Every single day, exactly. I'm on tour. But, that was just easy. I loved it. I love it. Just sit there and play that thing. So Kiss game.
Well, I'm hoping your trash can's in your top 10.
Okay. Hey, as we discovered, those things are quite expensive. This is mine.
Wait a minute. What the heck is this?
What is that?
Okay, this is going to take some explaining.
There's a little guitar there, like acoustic guitar.
This is the Kiss camping set.
Oh my God.
What it was.
Find that.
Oh, that's for the dolls.
It is. So it was originally made for the Mego, those dolls.
The big doll, yeah.
And what it was is it was a play set that was supposed to come with them because they planned out many play sets that were supposed to come with the dolls. And this was the camping one. So it's got a little Kiss canoe. It's got
nothing kidding me.
Tent, and it's got little sleeping bags for each one of the boys.
I've never seen that.
Never saw that.
And apparently only a few were produced. And then they're very hard to find, but you can find them in the Mego Museum. And I think it's probably the most ridiculous thing that's ever existed. And if there was like one piece of Kiss merch to own, like I would want this in like a clear case because no one would believe it was real.
The thing is, I don't even think that boat is in scale. If they can fit into those, those sleeping bags, and also those guys, all four of them are not going to fit in that tent.
That's
a pile of Kiss.
It's a pile of Kiss. It literally is. Yeah,
that's awesome.
This was the weirdest
I've never seen that.
It is really weird.
And also, it's marketed to little boys. Like, I don't know if I guess camping.
Have a sleepover with Kiss.
I think it's really weird.
Do they have pajamas?
They just go to bed in their stage clothes. This is I want to know who pitched this. Like, there's a very strange story behind this, obviously.
Hey, Scott.
How do you pitch that?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, hey, Scott, the Kiss game, the board game, was one of the stops camping.
Oh God.
I'm just thinking how to market the thing better.
How to market it,
yeah, tie it into the game, and also they should have that Honda Hawk, because usually when you go camping, you have a little trail bike, right?
Yeah,
just, drive around.
Oh my God, it's a whole thing.
Yeah, missed opportunity, Gene.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Mego, you dropped the ball again.
Never seen that. Never.
Hey, if you guys haven't seen, there's a documentary about that Mego guy or Mego, the guy that put that company together. That dude is a hoodlum.
Is he really?
Yeah, he invested money. He did all kinds of nutty stuff.
I need an extra $1 million for the Kiss camp.
Yeah, and he talks kind of like he's like a mafioso.
Where did you see that? I'd like to see that.
Oh my gosh, I was just just bopping around on YouTube, or maybe somebody on Facebook posted it, and then I clicked on it. But I think it was on YouTube.
I'd love to see that.
Yeah, it's hilarious. It's kind of like a rise and fall of Mego.
Look at that little ukulele just left.
God.
That's not even scale. Like those, there's no way they could even play that. They can't even get in this boat.
One of their feet.
They're up to his chin.
I love the idea of a kid playing with Gene in a little canoe.
You know what? You know, I always say this, but to some little kid, this was their favorite toy.
Oh, of course. No, you're right. And you're right.
Yeah.
Eagle Scout that also loved Kiss.
On Scout's honor.
Right.
All right, here we go. This is going to be, we almost need a drum roll. Scott, we need a drum roll for this next one. Oh, forever.
What is that?
It's a coffin.
Oh God, it is. I can't. But they had somewhat different graphics on them, didn't they?
Possibly.
Kevin, do you know?
This is my pick. They may have, but that does have the original members on the top that you see there.
God.
This might not be the actual one, but hey, man, you're a Kiss fan and be buried in one of these. I mean, could you ask for anything more? And Dimebag Darrell, and
he is buried in one,
and his brother too.
Is he buried in Vinny?
Yeah.
They buried Vinny in a Kiss coffin?
Paul's
Did they
buried
really?
in one as well. Yeah.
Did they really?
Yeah. So, and
This is
believe it or
so
not,
crazy.
Wow.
She
Do you know
donated.
how much? Do you know what they retail for, Kevin?
I don't. I mean, but they're thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
Thousands of dollars. Coffins are thousands of dollars anyway. So you can only imagine. They're charging $100 for a T-shirt at the.
Did you see that?
Yes,
Did you
it's
see that?
insane.
$60 to $100. The lowest one I saw was $60.
Yeah.
Well, I heard that Doc talk. He said that on a normal night they make 200,000 just in merch sales alone.
Well, I'll do you one better. The reunion tour in '96, he said they were doing $1 million a night in just merch.
Yeah.
Wow. I wonder how many of these coffins sell every year.
Yeah, I don't know.
All you have to do is sell like a handful of them and you make your money back.
Right. Yeah.
I wonder if they have Kiss urns because I'm not burying.
Oh,
I'm gonna be cremated. So
Yeah, if we're still around, we promise you, as a collective here, that we'll look into it for you. If not, we'll custom make one.
I have Kiss pint glasses. Maybe they just put me in a pint glass and cover it with wax.
It's always the Kiss birdhouse.
The birdhouse. There you go.
Your ashes will forever be in a birdhouse.
Lord.
A little birdhouse in your soul.
Aww.
It's a little brown birdhouse for your soul. There you go.
That worked, right?
That could be
Hey, I think how Gene was selling this is that it was mostly for like Kiss parties, right? Where you could put like ice in it and
and drinks and stuff.
Beer and alcohol in there.
That's what I heard. The original premise for it was.
Well, you said like you can use it while you enjoy it while you're alive, and then be buried in it when you're dead.
Because everybody wants to be buried in the cooler that they used at like Sunday's barbecue.
What a kick! Wouldn't it be a kick in the balls if actually they buried Bill a coin in one of those things after all the bad blood?
After they fired Bill.
Yeah, exactly. They shove him in one of those things.
The best part is like if the four of them didn't even show up to the funeral.
Oh God.
They're just carrying like Bill a coin, coffin, and the four guys didn't even show up. And horrible.
Yeah.
Like Gene didn't even wasn't invited to Paul's wedding, right?
I think he said, or it was the other way. Was it?
Paul didn't invite Gene because he wasn't married. Gene wasn't married.
That's what it was. He didn't believe in the institution of marriage. Yeah, I'm not going to have somebody there that,
Yeah, all of a sudden Paul is principled, right?
Yeah.
You know, it would be like a great movie beat if there was like a really straight-laced older character that's like in the movie, and then at his funeral just unexpectedly comes out with this Kiss coffin. And everybody's like, "Oh, I didn't know he was into Kiss."
Lord.
You make up his corpse as like his favorite Kiss member.
But there's like no indication he's like that at all throughout the movie.
But weirdly, it's like it's A Space Ace, but it's actually Tommy Thayer and not Ace Frehley.
He was a secretive man.
He preferred Thayer over Frehley. He was a strange man.
He was a strange man.
The Last Orion says, "You just know somebody has rigged one of those to play I Was Made for Loving You when opened."
What is that one? 1,000. What is that? That kid?
100,000 years.
Yeah, 100,000 years.
It's got to be God Made Rock and Roll or God Give Rock and Roll to You.
Oh yeah, that's better. Yeah.
Lord.
That would be sweet.
I Was Made for Loving You. Oh man.
When I die, I want the intro to Rock Bottom be playing just nonstop. The acoustic guitar, the original.
The exceptionally long.
It's just eerie as it is.
And it never ends. It's long as is, but we would loop it. God.
Just the intro.
Just over and over. The intro to Rock Bottom, yeah.
Everybody waits for it to end and go on to the rest of the song, but it just keeps looping.
And then we have Scott's body like it's spring loaded. So when you open it up at the end, his body just comes flying out. Explosion.
With sunglasses on and just
It's like Weekend at Bernie's.
Yeah, exactly. It's like in some weird sitting. Someone had the idea to sit it up straight and felt slouchy and
They're just dragging the Ultimate Kiss fan around with them and Scott Palacios. Who's your stiff friend?
Good Lord.
Starting to stink up the place.
It's starting to stink, exactly.
He's not a stiff. Cool.
Thinking of
and then we put Kevin's ash in Scott's pockets.
Aww.
Next item.
For some reason, I'm the only one that outlives everybody.
For some strange reason.
I'm the oldest. All right. Yeah. Oh.
Now that's buried in.
This is the worst time in Kiss history right here.
Okay.
We have a second image of this as well, but I wanted to include it.
What does Peter have on? Some kind of Barney Rubble necktie?
What is the actual item? What is it?
The pinball machine.
Machine. Is that the machine? I can't see the machine.
That's the original one.
It's too small. Okay.
Yeah.
Now we're zoomed in a little too much.
But there it is.
Someone else picked this besides me because that's not my photo. I did pick.
You did pick the pinball. Yeah. Come on, the original pinball machine was cool.
I think Gene has breasts.
He has breasts. That was. I know they're in the Dynasty outfit, but the pinball. I thought the original pinball machine was awesome.
Yeah,
I played that a couple times.
Yeah, I did too. There was a place I think in like City of Industry, there was some showboat arcade or something, and they had one forever, all beat up, and
they had one at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You could play. I played.
Oh, did they really?
Yeah.
Do you have a picture of that, Kevin?
I do. I
gotta post that.
They're all up on my, I got a whole folder of my Rock and Roll Hall of Fame pics.
Oh,
cool.
Nice.
But yeah, there was two different Kiss pinball machines. There was a newer one, which is actually cooler to play, but the art on the backdrop is horrible.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, I have to say this. Once again, Peter, those shoulder things, I know they're supposed to be lions, but don't they look more like troll dolls?
They do look like troll dolls.
Like the troll doll's just biting him right on the shoulder there with his Barney Rubble necktie.
They're a little grinchy.
Kevin, did you see them on the Dynasty tour?
Yep.
Absolutely. I did too. I just don't remember. I don't remember. I remember when they come up originally off the stage, he's wearing the whole thing, but did somebody take that? Did somebody take that off of him?
Yeah, he didn't play with that. Yeah, there's no way he could play with that.
I just didn't remember if he just took it off or if somebody actually took it off of him before he.
I don't recall how, but I know he wasn't playing with it. But yeah, that's the picture that
There we go.
Oh, there it is.
Were both the video are the pinball games made by Bally?
I believe so. Yeah, I believe so.
Were they the ones that made the Star Wars
famous ones?
ones?
I think they did.
I need one of these.
You need one. I need one of those.
Super chat.
Every super chat in this video will go towards the pinball machine.
The pinball machine. Just because I want one. Yeah.
Ray Thulu says those green lions look like Japanese oni heads eating his arm.
They do. Ouch.
This is pretty cool though. I like art directionally, the like the body with the red and everything. It's pretty neat.
They should put out an art book, you know what, and have a bunch of Kevin Conrad's artwork in there. But kids should put out an art book because they've actually commissioned some really cool pieces over the years.
That's not a bad.
Yeah, they have. Yeah, they absolutely have. Thank you
with
for that. Yeah.
with original Kevin Conrad art.
I would buy that.
I'm a little biased, but I think Kevin should do the cover.
With original.
I love
it. You bring your.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, jeez. Go ahead, say it.
Oh, I didn't bring the comic though. I've been waiting to unbox for forever.
Oh, did you get a Kevin Conrad?
I did. I got the Psycho Circus first trade paperback.
Oh my god.
Oh, you don't want to be filmed because they might see your face, huh?
Well, they won't see my face if I use the.
Well, just show your hands.
I don't like showing my hands.
Okay. Here we go.
Goodbye, pinball machine. Yeah, that's my pick.
Yeah.
All right.
That was a good
go.
It's oh my god, there it is.
Of course, the Psycho Circus comics.
That's great.
I don't know who worked on these, Kevin.
That was Angel Medina, me. I want to say the colors on that was Dan Kemp.
Wow.
For the color portion of it.
Wow.
That's a great series.
Yeah, yeah. And then Clayton Crane took over for Angel.
Still incredibly expensive on Amazon.
They are?
Great.
Yeah, they've really kept their value, and some of the issues have increased in value because they're kind of considered like a big collector thing. Okay. Some of the other Kiss comics haven't really held their value as much, but the Psycho Circus stuff is all still pretty sought after and held in high regard, and rightfully so.
Wow.
Yeah, that was an amazing series.
And for you Kiss fans, the Psycho Circus comics came out before the album did.
Absolutely.
Nice.
So Kevin was a pioneer.
So did the inception of the Psycho Circus was that right after the reunion tour, like somewhere in there, 97?
Yeah, that was yeah, it was definitely, because the Psycho Circus came out after the reunion tour when they did the album. So when we were doing the book, was the reunion tour was going on.
Okay.
So I'm trying to think, putting a date on it, 96 or 7 maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
For the beginning of this, and
okay.
The reunion tour was 96.
Right? Yes.
So this was going on roughly around that time.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long? What was the time span that the four founding members stayed together for the reunion from like the start to the finish? How many years?
So what was it, Kevin? Like 96 was the beginning of the reunion tour, and then it lasted through Psycho Circus, which was what, 97, 98?
98, yeah.
Almost 2 years?
It had to be. Yeah, it had to be maybe like 2 or 3 years, and that was it. So who left first? Was it Ace or was it Tommy? It was Tom. It was Ace. Yeah, it was Ace first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that end of the or whatever, the Legends Never Die, wasn't that like 2000, like 99 or 2000?
Yeah, let's say so. It's all running. It's all.
Yeah.
So that was time ago. Would have left first because he seemed the grumpiest.
The most grumpy. Yeah, exactly.
But Ace was not fired. For the record, he quit.
He quit, right, 3 times.
And this comic was pretty special among licensed comics because of how high quality the artwork was. Like, it really stands out. And they had a video game tie-in. Ray Thulu says the Psycho Circus video game was fun. It was fun. I remember playing that as well.
Yeah, I remember that.
What platform was that on?
It was on the Sega and it was on the PC, I believe, because I remember playing it.
I had the PC version. I actually still have it. I don't have it on the PC anymore, but I still have the game.
What were the graphics based on the comic, or what were the graphics on it?
Yeah, the graphics were based on the comic. Yeah.
But they were pretty rough just because of the time.
They were, yeah.
Ray says, I thought Peter got the boot before Ace left.
That's what I thought too.
You know, there was it was like back and forth. They had and I know they had Eric Singer in the band when they did the Australian Live 4.
Yes.
You know, and they wouldn't do it unless they had 3 original members, so they brought Peter back and it was Tommy on guitar.
Yeah.
Right. So
yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember. There's so much drama.
Yeah. In and out, in and out. Yeah.
Tommy's been in that band for over 25 years now, right?
Not Tommy. No. No. I don't know. Has it been that long? I don't think it's been that long.
I heard somebody talk. I heard somebody talk that they said that was it Tommy or Eric had been in the band longer than Ace and Peter.
Yeah, Eric's been with the band since since he was out for like 2 years with when Peter was in, but for a combined 91.
Well, Revenge.
Revenge. Revenge or 92.
Yeah.
So 92, 2002, 2012.
Yeah.
Dynamo says since like 2005 from the chat.
But you're saying before that, right?
No, not
you're saying 91.
No, Eric is 90. Yeah, 92.
Yeah.
Tommy was. Well, think about it. You had the reunion tour, then you had the farewell tour.
Yeah.
And then they were all there for the beginning of the farewell tour, the original members. So.
Wait a minute. Did they roll over into each other? The reunion and the farewell?
Well, yeah, it was like one, and then it was the other.
So then the founding members were in both.
It was a reunion tour, Psycho Circus tour,
and then
farewell
Legends
tour.
Never Die, the farewell. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they did all those in 2 years?
No, it went until about, I think it was like 2000 was the Legends Never Die, was like that was it. That was the kind of the end, I think, for the four guys.
So they went from 96 to 2000?
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, okay. That's longer than, because I thought you guys were saying 2 years, but so they had been in and out, I guess, because some of them were kind of in and out.
Through that run, yeah.
Right. But for basically, 4 years, I guess, 96 to 2000?
Yeah, and then that was it after the Legends, yeah.
That's a lot longer than I thought they were together.
That they probably said that too.
That's long, that's long enough to hate somebody.
They probably said the same thing. Oh my God, it's only been 4 years.
Seems like it's been 20.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God.
Okay, I think is this the last one?
The last one.
Okay.
Here we go. What the?
Oh, there it is. No, I love that thing. I love it. That's another one. I do not get tired. Kevin, did you agree with some of the footage on this thing?
I do like it. Yeah.
It's just put together so well. If you, again, it's just like that Kiss Extreme. If there's a DVD out there called Kiss Extreme, just a great documentation of the beginning and just some great footage of them. The footage of them rehearsing for the Unplugged is good. And then the footage of them, I guess, which would be after Unplugged and rehearsing for the reunion tour, and that initial time you could tell when they get together and they just seem so stiff, actually playing together, and stuff. And it's good. It's just really good to see how they interact with each other again after all those years, and then just showing the shows. I love seeing the crowd reactions at some of the reunion shows, because I was there too, and I reacted exactly the same way.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
So I remember when this thing came out, I got it right away. It was it was just like with the Kissologies. Like I ran out and got it the day it came out and just watched it.
Yeah.
Set some time aside to just sit and watch it from beginning to
Zulu in the chat says, "Is that another Kiss condom package?"
end.
That's for the whole year.
That's for the whole year, right? A year's supply.
Lots of them.
A year's supply.
Yeah, for you that don't know, this is a DVD.
Yes, I'm sorry. Yeah,
It looks weird because it's like a split. I guess the open face of it.
Kind of like a condom, like a single package condom. Yeah. I believe it's a condom.
It's good, and it ends actually right at the beginning of the whole Psycho Circus era. That's where it ends.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be great? You know how Kiss gave away things? What if they gave away Love Gun and a condom in the same album?
That'd be hilarious.
So to answer your question about the, I looked it up while we're talking. According to Wikipedia, '96 was a reunion tour. '98 was the Psycho Circus tour. 2 years later was the farewell tour.
Okay.
So that would have been 2000 for the
and that was it.
And last one was April 13th, 2001.
Wow.
So 4 to 5 years.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
It is. No, it is. It is a long time.
I didn't think they were together that long in that reunion kind of incarnation.
The farewell tour, it wasn't the 4 original members for the entire.
Because Eric.
From March 11th, 2000 to April 13th, 2001. I think Tommy took over for Ace at some point. So
at least it was kind of true to its name, right? Because they did say farewell.
Farewell.
Yeah. It's not just a clever marketing scheme.
See you later. Yeah.
I could be wrong about that. I'm thinking about it too, because I know they did the tour with Aerosmith. That wasn't going to happen unless there was 4 original members, or at least 3 original members.
Because I know Tommy did do that. Tommy did.
Yes, and that's when they brought Peter back. Was because of that too. So.
Wow.
So
okay, since we're on this, do you guys think? Let's just speculate, and then we should wrap up the show. Do you think that Ace and Peter will be asked back? And if so, what do you think? Like just a show or two, or do you think they'll actually do part of the tour with them?
Kevin?
I think I really think they mean it when they say, they're welcome to do a song or two here or there along the show, but they're not going to be at every show.
No.
And I think the winners who want them there are going to be the ones who are literally at the end of this tour is when you're going to probably see them. Yeah. I don't think you're going to see much going on.
No.
From now until, if this truly goes 3 years.
That's what they said. Yeah.
Yeah. The last, whatever. The last few shows is probably when you're going to see some history or magic happen with that happening. I doubt it.
And we're not going to see those guys in costumes, right?
No.
Ace is not going to be dressed like the spaceman.
That would be really weird. That'd be.
I think so too.
I can't see him doing that at this point either.
I think he would just show up. He wouldn't even ask. I think he would just show up in full costume. In makeup, just like those stories about Sean Young just showing up dressed like Catwoman on the set. Because she thought she should be cast.
Yeah,
just showed up in full costume, and nobody asked her. She just showed up. But I kind of agree with what Eddie Trunk said. Like because someone brought this up on his show. I was just listening to a rebroadcast, and he just said, "Yeah, you're dreaming. If you think that the 4 guys are going to get up and at this point it just seems unimaginable with the mudslinging, and it could be all just bull and again propaganda, and then it all magically comes together at the end, and they play, and you get Bruce up there and maybe Vinny to play a show, or something, but I don't know. The way it's going, I think it's just going to be what it is, what it started out as last night, just the 4 of them. Maybe the set list change. There's even speculation over the set list changing from city to city. It might just stay the same you know, because it really is. It's really not a deviation from anything they've been doing over the last few years, the set list. Not really at all.
The thing is, I think fans got to be careful with what they wish for, because if they want to see those guys, like the four of them, it's like, yeah, you know, the original members should be touring. This should be their farewell, you know, all those things. I really don't want to see Ace dressed up like the Spaceman, and I don't want to see Peter dressed like, you know, Catman, because I mean, Gene and Paul are in pretty good shape considering they're in their 60s.
Yeah,
you know, but like Tommy and Eric, they still look decent. So I think I would rather see that as a stage presentation than have those guys try to like take their characters back and come up on stage in makeup. I think then it would truly be sad. And just personally, I think the only way Kiss, to be honest, can sell this farewell and to even think about touring is with Eric and with Tommy, because otherwise I think it would really, really be sad to see 60-some-odd-year-old guys.
Yeah, that's true. And something that, so I forgot what I was listening to, but they brought up an interesting point is, even for this, I mean, this has been the case with the tours in the past few years, several years, but more so with this End of the Road tour. They're selling the show. They're not selling the four guys or original members. It's really just selling, you know, because if you listen to the app, this is the biggest show we've ever done. They've never said, you know, that the four guys are going to rejoin them, or it could be possible. They're selling the experience of the Kiss legend of the show, you know. So, you know, I mean, again, I've said this before too. I don't even know how many people care other than the diehards that, I mean, most people don't know that there's two other guys in Cat, you know, Peter, Chris, and they makeup. They don't know or care. They don't know.
Yeah. It feels very like, okay, last chance to see them kind of thing.
Which is really what it is.
And they're pushing that hard. Yeah, this is it. This is it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for me, I said this, God, 10 years ago, that Kiss should recast those guys themselves as younger people. Not like the demon per se, like the exact Gene Simmons, but some kind of demonic character, some kind of animal type character, some kind of spaceman character, you know, all those things. But get some 20-something in there, get some 19, 20-year-olds, proteges in there, and basically take Kiss into the next, you know, 50 years. Because truly, these guys are marketing geniuses, and truly they have, like Paul and Gene, have an eye on longevity. You don't have, what are they, 5 years? How long they've been?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, forever. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have a career that long if you're not committed into some kind of crazy legacy. Like, you know what I mean? Like beyond anything any band has ever been able to do. And if they do this, there's no other band in history that will ever be able to continue a legacy like this. And they have the opportunity to do that, to live in perpetuity as a relevant rock band. As long as there's a market for it, they can keep going on forever. Because like you said, Scott, they're not coming even for those individual four guys anymore. They're really coming there for the spectacle of the show.
Experience. Exactly. The spectacle of the Kiss show. That's it. And that's what they're selling big time, especially on this tour. They're pushing that thing. And this is the last chance you're going to get to see this show. This is our biggest show, you know. Yeah.
Right. And just think about if they recast the four guys, they could do all the like, who are these guys again? You know, because they won't know what their identity are. They can basically rebuild this thing or rebrand it. And Paul and Gene, until the day they die, they can still be the puppet masters. They can be writing tunes. They can still be managing. They can still be licensing. They can be doing all that stuff. So if you were an older guy, which I am, and you had like a legacy like this, you had something that you created, and you know that, you know, your days are numbered. Why not, right?
Yeah.
And you could pass it on to the right people. Like if it's people that really love Kiss, if you pass it on to those right guys, and they'll keep it going after that.
Yeah, it'll have a life of its own after you're gone.
Yeah, and that's, I think, what they're, I think I brought this up in a previous show too, that I'd heard that was their intention, was to have this thing go on without any of the original members, and I think that even included without Eric or Tommy.
Yeah, that's why I brought it up, because I think that this farewell tour, this newest one, the End of the Road or whatever this thing is called, I believe that it's built as a platform to sell the next Kiss.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Pass the torch to a younger. Yeah. Yeah.
So I think everybody's kind of going, oh, the big conclusion is going to be Ace and Peter getting up with them. They're going to bury the hatchet. I say the big conclusion of this is they're going to have those 4 new guys come up, and they're going to say, hey, here's the torch, you know, and literally, you know.
You think that's literally like during a show?
What's that?
You think literally that's what'll happen, like at the end of the tour, like during the show?
I think so. Just think about the headlines they would grab.
I think that's great. That's actually really cool if that did happen. I don't know, Kevin. I don't know, with their egos. I don't know. Do you think that would be possible for them?
No, I don't think it'll never happen. I don't think it'll happen on this show. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they try to do something like that, but to me, it's just a Las Vegas act. It's just another tribute band.
Yeah,
there's a lot of great tribute bands right now that I would rather go pay $10 to go see in a club.
Yeah,
you know, and they're going to try to push another set of, especially because I think it's, you know, it's a great idea to have different characters. They'll never do it. They're going to keep the same characters. You hear how they are with this, how they feel about Eric Carr's makeup and Vinny and Vince's makeup.
Wait a minute. So you think it'll be 4 new guys, but they'll have still the original guys' makeup?
The Demon, Star Child.
I think so too.
Yeah.
That's the way I think it's going to go. Yeah.
Well, that's fine. Like I just thought that, you know, for my idea would be like that they would switch it up and they wouldn't use those 4. But why not use those 4? Like you said, their egos can be stroked in perpetuity. So there will always be the Star Child, and there will always be the, you know, the Demon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it'll end up being like the sort of like the Trans-Siberian Orchestra, where there's like different touring companies. One in Europe, there'll be one in the States. And it'll be like a big production, like a show, like, you know, like an actual, almost like a play.
Yeah, like a
then it literally
show.
becomes the it becomes Beatlemania.
Exactly, and I think that's ultimately what it is going to end up becoming. Is like maybe it'll be like a show. Again, I'm just total spitbomb. It's something I want to see, but like it'll be like a Beatlemania where they go through the different eras. Yeah, the show.
That'd be cool.
You know, I thought that that's what they would do for this tour. I thought that it would be like somehow the stage would be interchangeable, and they would actually like Rush did on the last tour, where they actually changed the sets to look like the era. And I thought that's what they would do with this. I really did.
I don't know if they're that clever.
I guess not.
That would be neat.
I just thought that would be the coolest thing. I really thought that that's what they were going to do. It was going to be something that would transport you back to the big, like they would go backwards and end with like basically the stage set from the first album, the first tour, or like a live or something. But no, I was surprised when I actually saw the production, and it's still, you know, I am talking about, I'm going to be sitting there too on the 9th, but yeah, I'll be sitting there with everybody else freaking out too. But yeah, it's still great. It's still a huge production, and yeah, all the bells and whistles. But yeah, I guess I was a little disappointed too, to a degree, that it wasn't more nostalgic. From a fan, I'm talking about we're the hardcore fans. I just would have liked to saw something that paid a little more of a homage to Destroyer and the Dynasty. those eras there. But still, I'm sure it's still going to be a hell of a rock show. And like I said, I bought a ticket too. I'm going to be sitting there too. So,
Hey, so maybe we should wait until we do the next show until after Scott sees it.
yeah,
Live.
on the 9th, I'll be there. I'll be in
Yeah, that's only
Sacramento.
7 days away anyway, right?
Yeah,
So,
yeah, exactly. I'm going to try.
So you guys want to spitball? Oh, I'm sorry, Scott. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say I'm going to try to get back because of the guy that got the tickets, and he has an in with the arena, and to see if I could maybe even, who knows? I had thrown it out there about the podcast and maybe get an interview or something.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
We got to do it.
In full makeup, and
you'll get Tommy or Eric.
Yeah,
you'll get Tommy or Eric.
Exactly. And I'm small. Yeah, I'm like really. Yeah, sure. It's my little scratchy voice. Yeah, I just yeah.
So you guys want to spitball on the next? You guys want to spitball for the next episode?
Yeah. Well, Kevin, the idea that Kevin had too about just the tour and the show. Yeah.
Yeah, knowing that Scott's going to be there next week, and then we can watch what we can watch online, and then we can get Scott's actual review.
Yeah, set list. Yeah, pictures. Yeah.
So the 9th, that's Saturday?
It is next Saturday. Yeah.
Then we won't. Do you want to do a show before you leave, just so we can try to keep this weekly, and then you can do your review?
We can. Yeah, we can do that too. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that cool with you, Kevin?
Yeah. Are you thinking next Friday again?
I know. I got to think of my schedule. I think I'm off Friday. I think I'm free Friday. Yeah.
Yeah. Whenever you guys can do it. Taylor and I are mostly always here, so we can work around your schedule. But I think it would be good to try to keep it somewhat weekly.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and then when you get back, whether you have an interview or a review, and then like you guys were saying, we can bone up on the tour. Basically, get a review, I guess. The show.
Yeah. We could showcase Scott for the.
There you go. I'll do a comprehensive. Yeah,
make
it professional and yeah.
Well, what do you want to do next week then? Do you guys have any ideas?
Kevin?
We could.
I was actually thinking that we would talk about our view on the show collectively on what we can see, and then
watch some
Scott
stuff.
Scott goes Saturday, watches it, and then the following week, Scott gives his review of the show, and
see if the set list changed. Yeah, see if there's any changes in the set list from the stuff that's on YouTube or.
And we can give Scott a hard time if he doesn't like what he says.
Always give Scott a hard time.
No, anyways, exactly.
So, Scott, are you going with Tia, or who are you going with?
We're flying up. It's just me. I'm just seeing the show with a friend, her friend's husband. Just he and I are going to the show, but I'm flying up there with her, and she's going to hang with her family and stuff because they don't care about any of that stuff, any Kiss stuff. So the one guy, he's sort of a fan, but he's one of those like I don't care who's wearing the makeup. He's just one of those. I just want to hear a couple of songs I want to hear. I don't care who's wearing the makeup or.
He's not in deep.
He's not a diehard. Yeah.
Well, hey, Scott, you got to leave when Ace comes to town because Angel is going to open for Ace Frehley.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Yeah, they've had a couple. There's one Indiana too, or something like that.
Are you effing serious? I did not see that. I saw the tour. I don't know if you got my message about that they're going to tour in the white, the outfits.
Yeah, supposedly there's going to be a studio album and a tour, and I think they're supporting Ace Frehley on the tour.
Is that right? I would say that. Now, does that include Felix?
No, it's just going to be. I think it's just the two guys.
It's just Frank and Punky. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It's just they're actually playing by me at it's called the Chance Theater.
Are they really?
Yeah, with Stars.
Is that with Stars? Yeah.
On April 12th, and I'm going to be at the PhillyCon.
No.
I'm not going to be able to make it.
Attention, all you Kmart shoppers. Stars. Yeah.
Well, Scott, leave that date open. I'll find out when they're here, and we'll go.
I'm going to find out too. I'm going to keep tabs on that. I did not know about the supporting thing with Ace Frehley. I didn't hear. I just heard about the Stars thing.
I'm hoping that it's true about Kevin. Have you heard that there is going to be a new studio album with those two guys?
I did hear that they're going to cut new material. Yep.
Wow.
See, that's pretty gutsy because a lot of bands are doing those reunion tours or like getting back and doing the nostalgia thing, but they're not cutting new material.
No,
and I think it's pretty gutsy for them to do that.
Well, they brought something up, and again, it's nothing against them because Art, you and I went and saw Punky and Frank, and I thought it was an amazing show. I thought they sounded incredible. I never got to see Angel. You did. So that was as close as I got to seeing them, and I thought they sounded incredible. Those renditions of that material, I just thought it was amazing. But today I was listening to something online about that tour, about the Punky and Frank, and the one person brought up something. It's like, well, these guys, it's going to be a small tour, like a clubs and maybe some of the bigger places like House of Blues, or I guess I don't know how big the venues are getting, but
maybe or something.
Maybe, yeah. But the point this guy made was, look, here's a band that never really made it. They didn't have like a hit single. They just never broke. They never broke. So if they didn't have that audience 35, 40 years ago, where are they pulling the audience from now?
From Ace Frehley.
Yeah, good point. Good point.
They're building it from scratch, man. They have the reputation, and then they're building it from scratch. But the thing is, if you put yourself in any of those guys' shoes, you still have the wherewithal to pull it off. Why the hell not? Like, I'd rather do that than stay at home and rot. You know?
Yeah.
Well, you got to do it.
Well, like I said, I can sit here and be objective, but hey, I'll be sitting there too watching. I'm just like,
I don't think going, you know what? We're going to sell 1 million copies and we're going to sell out the forum.
No, they're realistic. No, they're realistic about it, I'm sure, and then just this, again, it's the market just being so saturated, the touring market, especially where I kind of agree, like, where does that audience come? But if you followed them, like you were there, at the Whiskey when we went to see Punky, it was packed.
Yeah.
And those people were everybody went nuts when they came on. I mean, those are the people, like the diehards, I mean, even Tia was like, who? Angel, what?
Hey, Scott, we got to wrap this up, but
yes.
Didn't you think I've been to the Whiskey a lot.
Mm-hmm.
That was the best, I think, band I've ever heard in that venue. They sounded
incredible. They were mixed. It sounded great.
Yeah, I mean, for a live show.
Yeah, usually it's boomy and just way too loud. They sounded great.
And the sound bouncing all around the room and stuff. Yeah. It was really well done.
It was well done. They was mixed very, very well.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, there's one thing I want to plant the seed for next, and we should talk about this, is that Gene Simmons has said that rock and roll is dead and there will never be another big band. So we can talk about maybe the music industry and what Gene meant by that. Do you guys know that quote?
I did hear him say that. Yes, I did read that.
Yeah. So we can talk about that maybe at the opening of next chat.
And maybe bring up any examples if you guys could think of any rock bands.
Well, people's response to that was Greta Van Fleet, and we'll bring that up. We'll talk about that.
Yeah. We'll talk. I have a few things to say.
I'm sure.
Certainly will.
Leave it at that. Exactly. That was.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in, and thanks, Kevin, Scott, and Taylor for hanging out with us. Do you want to get us out of here?
Thank you, Kevin.
Yeah, we will catch you guys next time on the next Kiss Corner next week. I think we're talking about next Friday, possibly.
Yes.
Stay tuned. We'll be posting on Twitter and stuff all the details for when it will go live. Don't forget, of course, Black and White is still live on Indiegogo. You can check out all the details of that campaign in our video before this. And tune in next time when we talk about the death of rock and roll and our opinions on the current KISS tour.
Yes, thanks, guys.
Yeah. Thank you.
Bye, everybody.